Hello Internet, this is Scott with Scott's Garage, and today I'm working on my 2000 GMC Sierra pickup 1500, and I am going to be replacing the Schrader valves, low pressure and high pressure in the AC system, and also replacing the orifice tube that fits in here. I've just had a slow freon leak, and I'm pretty confident it's this Schrader valve right here. So I've already loosened the coupling here. Where this is kind of a unique design, at least as far as I know. So you have high pressure and low pressure, and they join together, and then there's this orifice tube that goes in between. I'm used to ACs where high pressure, low pressure are just completely kept separate, but on these GMCs, this is how it works. Here's what the new orifice tube looks like, and the tapered end goes towards the high pressure end. So I've already loosened this, and it is I believe a 19 millimeter here, and this must be like a 22, but it just comes out, and you can pull it. I need both hands to do it, then I'll show you again. Okay, once you separate the connector, and you just pull it apart, and you can pull this back so you can see it better. Just take a pick and you reach in there, and you grab a hold of the old orifice tube, and it just a little bit of work, but then it just comes right out. So if you're going to be replacing Schrader valves, might as well replace this. This was a $2 part at O'Reilly's. Okay, before putting in this orifice tube, be sure to put a little bit of refrigerant oil for AC, made for the R134A, just around the O-rings. I guess there's just one O-ring on this right here. Just put a little bit of oil around there. It'll make sure that it seats correctly. Okay, with oil on that little O-ring there, I'm just going to put the orifice tube, new one, back in. It goes tapered in this way. So it goes basically from low pressure to the high pressure line, again tapered to the high pressure line, so it goes in just like that, and just push it in, and it is seated. Okay, after putting the orifice tube back in, don't forget about the O-ring on this nut here. The kit came with a little O-ring. There it is, and I put some oil on it, so I'll put the O-ring on here, and I'll put this in place and tighten it up. Okay, I removed the Schrader valve on the low pressure side, and to do this, I purchased a core remover, just a very basic tool here that fits exactly over the Schrader valve, and you just put over it counterclockwise and back it out. The particular kit I purchased came with 3 little Schrader valves. They're all the same as far as I can tell. And I'm going to put some of the refrigerant oil likewise in this little Schrader valve, and I'll use the tool to put it back in place. Okay, next we're going to replace the high pressure side Schrader valve. It comes encased. It's just one unit. Here's the new one here, so it's a little bit different setup, but the Schrader valve is already in place. What I found on this is that down below, these are 16 millimeter nuts. It really don't bother with those. I got a channel lock on the very top. I did put the wrench down here, but I was easily with these channel locks able just to put it on the top here, and it comes right out. So we'll put in the new high pressure Schrader valve encased in this, and I'll put some refrigerant oil on the O-ring. All right, I'm going to now pressurize the system and make sure that the new Schrader valves are put in, everything is seated correctly. I don't like to waste Freon, so what I do is on the manifold here on the input side, I just hook it up to my air compressor, and I'll put no more than 50 pounds in and see if it holds. All right, the pressure is held at 50 pounds for about 45 minutes, so I am thinking that the Schrader valves have seated correctly, and I consider this project finished. The next thing will be to evacuate the AC system and add Freon, and I'll do a separate video for that.